Broncos Titan coming up on EA Sports as we welcome you to Nashville, Tennessee for today's game.
This is a game today that could come down to the two running backs. Two of the real stars of the sport. Two players who went in fantasy drafts really high. How do you see this one going down today?
Yeah, and how's your fantasy team?
I know. We won't talk about that. Let's talk about good things. But, you know, these two teams are stars. You know why? Because we can see how the football team is built. And I think it is no doubt about it. The offensive line is a big part of it. They always have hope. If they block their guy a little bit, these running backs can make a big play out of it.
The Titans are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. First down at the 28. They'll go ground. Sankey's tackled down at the 32.
One player who can pile up the catches. Keep an eye today on Kendall Wright.
It seems like every receiver who played at Baylor now is in the NFL. And Kendall Wright is one of those guys. He can play the slot. He can play outside. He's very good at going up and just taking the football away from defensive backs.
Second down and 6. Throws the pass.
Stewart's there to take it down.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
It's Sankey in the backfield. Sankey's got on the handoff. Ward that time in on the tackle.
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
Sankey lines up as the single back here.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Second and 6. Looking across the middle, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. He'll throw it over the middle.
Marshall's in on the tackle.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
It's Sankey in the backfield. The Titans take it from the 38.
Throws the pass.
Easy catch there. No one near him. Inside, and he's caught for the touchdown.
And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
The Titans are ready to kick it away.
Bolden's going to test the coverage this time. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. Daniels is the receiver all the way to the right side. First down at the 29. It's caught by Hillman. And that gains a few. He has blossomed into a big-time receiver in this game, Emmanuel Sanders.
Well, it's not about just the offense. Oh, the offense gives him those numbers. He has shown wherever he plays, no matter who the coach or the quarterback is, he can get it done.
Manning's back in shotgun formation.
Makes the catch in open space. Fights through that hit. Jason McCourty has the tackle.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
The line of scrimmage, the 27.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Sanders has got it. On a pass, had some heat on it. In the red zone. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Here's the first snap after the big play. That's going to be a timeout charged to the offense. So first and goal to go. Anderson's handed the football.
Just 4 yards away from the end zone.
The Titans load up the box, going with the 46 defense. Manning's on the move. Brian Arakpo has a sack.
How about the defense on that play? They were not fooled. They see the pass coming. They get the penetration. They get to the quarterback quick, and that's a big sack down near the goal line.
After that big-time sack, they'll now face 3rd and 17.
The Broncos line up, split backfield. Manning from the gun.
And intercepted!
Late here in the first quarter, and an interception gives the ball back to the offense.
You know, I know it's early in the game, but they have a chance to change the game for the rest of the 3 quarters if they go out here and score and put the other team under extreme pressure. That's what you want to do.
First down now in a dangerous spot here.
This should be the last play of the quarter.
The Titans at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. The Titans get a first down. The Titans offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway.
First down here.
The second quarter is underway with this snap.
Look at Derek Wolfe with the sack.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
Get ready. Got drilled as he throws it. Failing to connect there, 3rd down.
The Broncos defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
Scans the field. Incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
And it's a fake. They're running a fake. Incomplete.
Well, anytime you run a fake punt and you let somebody throw the football besides the quarterback, even though the play is there and everybody's wide open, you still have a chance of not making it work. Why? Because the guy throwing it is not an NFL quarterback.
first and goal from the 10. Anderson's got the handoff on the counter. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
The ball sits at the 12-yard line.
Second down and 12. Anderson's going to secure the handoff.
This will be interesting to see how the defense plays this situation. They're up a touchdown. Will they be aggressive or play it safe? I know one thing. If they give up 3 points, they'll be very happy.
Third down following the run. And he's going to be sacked. So just 3 plays and out for the offense. The Broncos have the field goal team out there.
The kick is good.
That field goal brings them closer to the lead here midway through the second quarter.
Yeah, you know, and midway in the second quarter, you know, players, they start watching that scoreboard, and just like the coaches, because they know halftime is looming, and they want to be in a good frame of mind when they go in at halftime.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Titans offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that he just hates the word punt? Because it was an obvious punting situation, and you go for it, so you're going to pay the price for making bad decisions.
Yeah, what were they thinking there?
Well, Jim, we'll never know. I don't know if I want to know. Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
It's Sankey in the backfield.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
It's caught by Justin Hunter.
On the way, 3rd down. The Titans come out in a bunch set. Playing press coverage to the outside. Comes away with it. Picks up 8 here. The Titans have done a fantastic job here of getting the football to one of their key targets. Wright's been a menace out there in the secondary with huge first-half totals.
He does have a lot of talent. That's why they try to get the football to him. But the play design by the offensive coordinator, outstanding. That's why we're seeing such a big game from the wide receiver.
Sankey's in the backfield. Single back set. The Titans have it at the 39. Almost intercepted.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
The Titans come to the line with a bunch set. Has space. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one.
Coming to the line at the 27.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
The Titans from the 27. The reception by Harry Douglas. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. The Broncos lined up in the nickel. Sankey's going to take the handoff now.
At the 16-yard line, here they come. First down and 10. Where it gets to him for the sack.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
The Titans take it from the 23. Rings it in for the score in the end zone. Getting close to the half, and they're giving their opponents a lot to talk about in the locker room.
Yeah, they are putting some kind of whipping on them here early in the game. I'll just say this for the defensive side that's losing. It's been terrible. So go in there at halftime, change what you're doing, and get back in this game.
Bolton's running this one out. Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos from the 22. Anderson's going to pull in the pull-in pass.
And he is brought down at the 39.
What a nice job on the catch this time and breaking the tackle and getting those extra yards. When you make plays like that, if I was a quarterback, I'd give you a few more chances with the football.
Peyton Manning looking that intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Titans getting set to take over on offense. If they can get a repeat of their last possession, Phil, they will be thrilled.
Well, this team is noted for just having a balanced attack, and we saw it there in that touchdown drive. It was awesome, but they can do everything well. They've got experienced players and talent. Usually when you put those two things together, you get great success.
Well, I wouldn't want to be a defensive coordinator going against this offense today.
The Titans signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. The Titans have it at the 34. And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Mariota's lining up in the pistol. Second down and 10. Looking long, but it's incomplete.
Third long coming up. You're losing by a couple scores. You're on the defensive side. You must know the offense is not going to take a chance. So be aggressive and maybe get lucky and get a turnover.
Now looking at third down. The Titans all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Mariota's going to take off with it. Douglas had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
We see it so often nowadays. All quarterbacks moving around the pocket. That time he gets outside the pocket, but as he looks down the field, nowhere to throw it, nobody open. Just another incomplete pass.
Shakes off the hit.
And Sanders is stopped there. That'll do it for the second quarter here in the Music City. We'll be back to Nashville after halftime for the start of the third quarter. All right, Larry, thank you for that from the studios. And halftime, we're going to transition now. We're about to get the third quarter underway. And he's met head-on right there at the 20.
The Broncos offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Launching it deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you call these deep passes, they don't always get open, but this time it is open, and the quarterback misses it. That is just not a good throw.
Second and 10.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches the defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
Third and 10 coming up. Anderson split out wide on the right. Manning out of the gun. And McCourty nearly picks that pass off.
The Broncos really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
The fake is on, and they're looking to pick up the first. Brown's there to take him down.
Well, I love seeing plays like this. A fake punt when you throw the football and it doesn't work. Hey, it's easy to do these things in practice, but when you got to do it in the game, you can feel the pressure, you get tight, and sometimes you just cannot execute the play.
And they're on the board just moments into the second half with the field goal, and I'm sure that's the kind of start they had in mind.
Well, sure it was. Good job by the offense, but I'm looking at the defense. My gosh, what did you guys do at halftime? Just sit around and sip some hot cocoa?
Bolden's going to test the coverage here. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Broncos ready to take over again. They rolled the dice on their last possession, Phil, going for it on fourth down in their own territory. And, of course, they failed to convert.
Look, there's nothing like being aggressive. I like being aggressive, too, when I'm the coach of the team. But, listen, that was just uncalled for. When you're in your own territory, be smart, punt the football, and wait for the next opportunity.
We were both shaking our heads. What were they thinking about here?
Yeah, and saying some words that we can't say on the air.
First down at the 33. Orakpo's able to read that play and make the hit.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Peyton Manning from the shotgun.
Tough situation you found yourself in. Third and long, you're losing the football game. There are not many plays here that are going to pick up the first down, so be careful here. Don't be too aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you will make a mistake.
Third down now. Press coverage all the way. The Broncos need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. Manning's going to take it from the gun. Intercepted! Jason McCourty has developed now into an excellent cover corner in this league.
Yeah, the first McCourty twin into the NFL, paved the way for his brother Devin, and he has been outstanding with the Tennessee Titans for years, and he is an excellent cover corner. Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
The Titans line up in the pistol. First down at the 42. Another takeaway. Tackles made.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Coming to the line at the 48. The Broncos just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Second down and 10. C.J. Anderson with the catch, and that's a gain of 9. This is third down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
The Broncos have it at the 39. And McCourty nearly picks that pass off.
Well, Jim, that's a nice job by the defender knocking that football down on third down. That's what you want to do as a defense. Of course, you want to get off the field. Every time an offense completes a third down pass, their chances of getting a score on that drive go up big time. So getting off the field is great. Nice job by the defender. I like the idea that time. They had the fake field goal pass on. It had everybody fooled, but it's hard to throw that pass in a situation like this. Who's throwing it? It's not the quarterback. Shame it didn't work.
First down at the 46. Sankey on the receiving end. Keeps his legs moving. Sankey's tackled right at the 28.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That's a great feeling.
It's Sankey in the backfield. The Titans take it from the 28. And there's Wright. Wright's tackled down after a gain of 5. The Titans continue to pass the football, and when they have, they've looked in one familiar direction. Wright had big plays all over this field today, Phil.
He's like the shooting guard, Jim, in basketball. If he's making a lot of shots, let him keep shooting. So they have found a way, keep getting the football in his hands.
Play clock's running down. Almost intercepted.
That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
It'll be third down.
Let's go.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
And it's swatted away.
It's a good job that time by the defense on third down. Find a way to get off the field. The defender found the way. Knocked that pass down.
It's a two tight end formation. The Titans turn the ball over on downs.
You know, outside linebackers, they're everything all in one. They got to be a pass rusher, a pass cover guy, and they got to be able to stop the run. Nice job that time getting the sack.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Peyton Manning under center. Heaving it down the field. He caught it. A foot race to the end zone. And in for the touchdown.